That's where the kid went. There's the yard. Just like that. Gone. Staked it all day yesterday. A year since the disappearance, just in case something happened or the guy, the doer, came back by. Anything? What are we doing? You know what this place is? Yeah, I went to school here. I mean, in Chicago. Everybody knows Cabrini Green. What about it? I grew up here. So did Jumpin' John Brooks. Vertical ghettos, each one of them. Me and John used to say it was the only time you had to take the elevator up when you were going to hell. And that's only if the elevators were working. At this point, you're wondering what the hell you're doing here. That's okay. I understand. A white boy like you. See that one? Third on the right? That was our building. I was on 14 with my grand auntie, and John lived with his mother on 12, one below us. They didn't have no 13, already enough bad luck around here. Neither of us had fathers, at least ones that showed up. We were friends for life. He ended up marrying my first girlfriend, Edna. Then on the department, after we both made homicide and trained with senior detectives for a few years, we asked to be partnered. Damn, got approved. Story about us in the Sun-Times once. They stuck us in 3 because it included this place. They figured it was part of our expertise. A lot of our cases come out of here, but it's still in rotation. So, we just happened to be the ones catching on the day the boy turned out without no fingers. Shit, the call came in right at 8, 10 minutes before, and it would have gone to night shift. Sometimes at night when we'd been working on a case or stake at something, me and John would drive out here after shift, park right where we are now, and just look the place over. This is how you knew, wasn't it? It was just one of those things you know. That's all. He didn't do it. I told them that in MIU, but they just wanted to get it the fuck away from them. So all you had was your gut. There was nothing out of line anywhere else. There was one thing, but it wasn't enough for them. I mean, they had his handwriting, his history with the shrink, all that in place. It fit too nicely for them. He was a suicide before they zipped up the bag and took him away, cut and dried. What was the one thing? The 2 shots. What do you mean? Let's get out of here. Let's get some food. What about 2 shots? He fired 2 shots, right? Did he? It wasn't in the papers. They never put out all the details on anything. But I was there at the house. Edna called me after she found him. I got there ahead of MIU. There was 1 shot in the floor and 1 shot in the mouth. The official explanation was that the first shot was supposed to be him seeing if he could do it or something, like a practice, getting the courage up. And the second time was when he went ahead and did it. Didn't make sense. Not to me. Why not? What did you think the 2 shots were for? I think the first one went in the mouth. The second one was for gunshot residue. Perp wrapped John's hand around the gun and fired it into the floor. John's hand gets GSR on it, and the case goes suicide. End of story. Nobody agreed with you. Not until today. Not until you turn up with this Edgar Allan Poe thing. Went to major investigations to tell them what you got. I reminded them of the problems with the suicide. My problems. They're going to reopen it and take over at 11/21. The MIU chief is going to get me detached and put on the squad. That's great. Why? Why what? Why is somebody doing this? What exactly are they doing?